Hi, my name's Kaz and I've got Parkinson's. Just wanted to do a little video. I haven't done one for a while because I've not been feeling very well, and I got let out of hospital yesterday finally, and so I'm finally home. I can't say I feel very good, but I'm home. I felt really strange yesterday. I managed to get in my own bed last night, which was really difficult because my bed's quite high up, and trying to get comfortable. It's really hard. Can't seem to get comfortable. I suppose when it heals a bit better, it'll be fine. But the medicine's working fantastic. You know, I um, don't mean to get emotional, but yeah, the medicine's working loads better. Obviously, the way they deliver the medicine is so much better than tablets. And so, but the actual operation and things like that is quite a difficult one, or I found it quite a difficult ordeal, because it was a very difficult environment to be in. There was mixed patients, and all the nurses were fantastic. I can't fault the nurses. I mean, there was a lovely one called Julie, so I'll mention hi to Julie. I just want to say a big hello and a big thank you. Um, I'll always remember you. Um, and Alison, yeah, I don't know if Alison will ever watch, but in case you remember, um, thank you. Your kindness, you and Julie's kindness went a long way. And oh, Marie, my memory's terrible. You'll have to forgive me. So, but they was all lovely, but it was tough. It was a really tough time, but I'm home. Two of the kids have gone to school this morning. Emily's gone to college, so they're where they need to be. Now, just get recovery over with. It's I've managed to connect it this morning. I'm getting better at it. It's a bit cold. I think the fridge was turned down a bit too cold, so when it went through, I could feel it, going through my veins and up into my brain, and I've got a bit of a headache. I don't know whether it does you any harm if it's too cold, but yeah, well, it's too late now. But it says between 2 and 8 degrees. So, but you have to excuse how shocking I look like. Obviously as the days go on, it will get better. So I've had to just I'll show you, I had to put a bit of tissue because it's leaking. So, but yeah, obviously I haven't done one for like 5 days. I did want to do a few more while I was in there, but obviously I wasn't well enough. I wasn't in a good place mentally, and I know this channel's real and it's all about showing how it is, but sometimes when you're feeling that bad, you need to just take a break. And even though I don't feel fantastic, I'm just so glad to be home, around my husband and my children, and even the crazy dog, But he was a good boy last night. He didn't jump on the bed, so. But like I say, it's just getting used to a new routine. I've mastered how to put it on and off. My husband's turned the fridge down because, like I said, it was a bit cold this morning, and the dog's just come and sat by the side of me. Ziggy. No. No, I think he's a little bit, I don't know what the right word is, because obviously he didn't see me for a week, and he's besotted with my husband, My husband can't even go to the toilet in peace, He's yelping at the gate, waiting for him to come down. just thankful my husband doesn't have to go away for a week because he'd drive us all crazy. Oh, but yeah, anyway, I'll probably come back later when I feel a little bit better. I just wanted to. I'm aware it's been 5 days, and there's another lady I want to say hi to, and that's Pia. I think her name's pronounced, but she was in the bed next to me, and if she's watching this, I'm glad you're feeling better. You know, we went through about 5 days together, and obviously then the lady went home. So, but also I want to say a big thank you as well to Claudine. You know, because your advice in the middle of the night, you know, was really helpful. And obviously the voice notes I got from Darlene, you know, were really nice, and it's always lovely to hear her voice because she doesn't realise it, but she's a very funny, warm lady, and her videos, you know, have really helped me. You know, the stories she tells and the things like that, you know, has helped me immensely. And I have a few funny stories of my own, and when I'm feeling better, I shall tell you. But you know, but I just wanted to say thank you to Claudine for the advice, and obviously Darlene. So anyway, I'll go and rest again because I just want to nod off all the time, you know. So hopefully I'll look a bit better later. I need to um, try and get enough energy to get in the shower. So, but anyway, I love you all lots, and thank you for watching. And just bear with me. And when I'm feeling better, I'll do more videos more regular, you know, and hopefully get to do a bit more because, you know, obviously you can tell, I don't know if you can tell, but the medicine's working, you know, really good. You know, not shaking, and you know, so but yeah, the medicine's fantastic. The operation and the recovery isn't so good, and being, you know, in hospital all that time took it out of me. So anyway, I will go now. Love you all lots, and I'll speak to you soon. Okay, bye. Hi, the other thing I wanted to mention, I don't know if I'm going to cut this right, so I know I've already said bye in case I don't cut it right, but how very proud of my husband I am because I was away about 7 days, and it was hard for me, but not seeing their faces every day, but it was really hard for my husband. I'm really proud of him. You know, he got them kids to school and college, he packed them up, he did them tea, and it's not always easy because they've got autism, they can be very stressful at times, and the dog follows him around like you won't believe. He can't even go to the toilet in peace. So I just want to say how very proud I am of him. He's learned how to cook. He used to burn water, but he's learned how to cook, you know, and the kids, you know, they're very glad to see mum home. Declan will always be a mummy's boy, but you know, but they've done good, you know. And the other people I hope the other people I want to say a big thank you to are Helen and Ian because, you know, they've kept me going. You know, they're really funny. And one night, I think it was a Thursday night, I was crying my eyes out all day because no, it was the Friday. I was meant to come home the Friday, and I was proper sobbing all day, didn't eat a thing, and just crying on my bed. And got to about 7 o'clock at night, and all of a sudden Ian phoned me up and he said, when I pick you up tomorrow, he said, do you want me to get you a Costas? And I said, yeah, go on then, because I hadn't had a hot chocolate with oat milk for ages. Go on then, I said, it would cheer me up. I said, but get Dean one as well for me and I'll, you know, sort you out. And he said, oh, no worries, I'll see you in the morning. Well, anyway, I tried phoning them back because I wanted some of them fruit biscuits they do. I quite like those. I was going to nibble on some of them, and Helen wasn't answering, Ian wasn't answering, and so I thought, oh, I'll just go to sleep. So I went to sleep, and I got a tap on the foot, and there was in the hospital getting a Costa, you know, they'd obviously told a white lie and they'd come to the hospital. They couldn't go back and pick my husband up because the traffic was horrendous. But it just gave me a bit of a boost, and it got me through. But the next day when they told me I couldn't go home again, I was mortified. But anyway, it doesn't matter. It's Monday morning and I'm starting a new week in my own home with my kids and my husband. I will go now because you're probably all tired of listening to me. But I love you all lots and thank you for watching. Right, bye.